Okay, so now that we've seen the cosine rule, now we are looking at the second, which is the sine rule, okay? We're looking at the sine rule now. You say, when do we use the sine rule? So this is so easy. The sine rule is used whenever you can't use the cosine rule, okay? You don't have three sides, you don't have an included angle, then you're obviously going to use the sine rule, okay? So if you get a question like this, I've given you an example before in the previous video. 30 degrees here, then you get 7, and then you get 9 here, and then they could say, please find this side. They could call it X, or they could call it whatever. Say this is A, B, C. They could say, please find the angle BAC. Okay, the angle is at vertex A, so we'll put A at the center. This is an example. Now, for us to get this angle, do we have an included angle? No. 30 degrees is not an included angle because we don't know this side, okay? And then, do we have three sides? No. So we can only use the sine rule, okay? What does the sine rule say? Well, the sine rule has two forms. So, the sine rule says sine A over A is equal to sine B over B, which is equal to sine C over C. Okay, side small c. Okay, sine big C over small c. This is the first way you can write it. Or you can say A over sine A is equal to small b over sine big B, which is equal to C over sine C. Okay, this is the other way to have the sine rule. So it is either way 1 or way number 2. These are all versions of the sine rule. Now, when do we use 1? We use way 1. Remember that capital is for a vertex, which is where your angle will be. We use it when we are looking for an angle. And then the second one, the 1 and 2, we use it when we're looking for a side. So when we're looking for a side, we use the one in which the sides are on top. When we're looking for an angle, we use one in which the angles are at the top. Easy, right? Yeah, very easy. I know, right? Exactly. Now, let me tell you something. You never use two equal signs in one line in maths or in English, whatever. You never use two equal signs. So that means that although these guys are 3, we are actually only going to use 2. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to solve this question with you right now. So I'll give you an example for what I mean. What you're going to always do is, you are going to find the side which is not included in the question. And you're going to eliminate him, just like we did for SOHCAHTOA, and you remain with 2. So for example, in here they want side BAC, they want angle BAC. If I were to label this triangle, because you always label when you're answering the questions, opposite big A is small a, opposite big C is small c, opposite big B is small b. Now, which side and angle are not in the question? When I say not in the question, it means we are not looking for them and we are not given them. So if you look at C, look at this angle at C. Are we looking for it? No, because we are looking for this angle at A. We can call it theta. Okay? This angle at A, we can call it theta. We are looking for it. Do I have C? No. Do I have small c? No. Are they part of my question? Am I looking for them? No. So they are out. So that means I'm going to remove C here. Okay. First, I'm going to say, am I using sine? Am I looking for a side or for an angle? I'm looking for an angle, so I'm using 1. Okay. So I'll write the first one, and then I see C is out, so I'm canceling him. So I'm going to remain with A and B. So I'm just going to write. Look at how easy it is. Sine A over small a is equal to sine big B over small b. Now we are looking for big A because it's the angle at A. So we take small a, this guy, to the other side. You should know subject of the formula real well. If you don't, then I recommend you to go back and watch those videos. So this small a goes is going to be A times sine B over small b. It will multiply now because it was dividing on the left. So it's like this. Okay, so I can now say that sine A is equal to, what is the small a? It is 7 multiplying sine of, what is big B? 30 degrees. All over, what is small b? 9. So over 9. So this becomes, there we go, we can say Sine 30, you get half times 7. You can put it in the calculator, you see what I mean. So in here, you are going to get 7 over 18. Okay, that is going to be your sine A. Now, is this the final solution? No, we want A, so we have to take sine to the other side. It becomes sine inverse of 7 over 18. Now, you can make sure your calculator is in degree mode. You press the DRG button until it goes to degree mode, and then you can be able to calculate this. So let's go ahead and let's calculate. Sine inverse of 17 over 8, or of 7 over 18 rather. And you are going to get 22.9 degrees, because we always put to one decimal place our angles, okay? 22.9 degrees, and you are done. This is going to be how you do it for this. So what is important is you find out, are you looking for a side or for an angle? First, you find out, oh, this is a sine rule question. There are no 3 sides. I don't have an included angle, so it's a sine rule. Then you choose, am I looking for an angle or for a side? If you're looking for a side, you use the sides being on top. If you're looking for an angle, you use the angles being on top. Then you remove the one which you're not interested in for that particular thing. Great. Great. And that's it. Now we can be able to do the last thing, which is the area. So here's an example. We do many more questions, don't worry. And then you can be able to master these things. Okay? Bye for now.